Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. Who would have thought that the simplest moment at BTS's Las Vegas concert day 3 would cause armies worldwide to lose focus completely? Not when the stage lights went up, not when the music started to blare, filling the stadium, but precisely during the sound check, when everything felt more relaxed, more natural, and more real. And that's when the camera caught something that instantly filled the timeline with screams. Jungkook literally couldn't stop smiling when he saw Jimin. At first, the sound check seemed normal. The BTS members strolled casually on stage, trying out their mics and preparing the final details before the concert began. Armies who were lucky enough to get in early were already screaming hysterically from the moment the members appeared. But seconds after Jimin approached the center of the stage, Jungkook's expression changed. A small smile appeared on his face, then grew wider and more pronounced until even fans far from the stage noticed it. And as is always the case in this fandom, ARMY has an uncanny ability to capture even the smallest details. Within minutes, a short video of Jungkook smiling while looking at Jimin spread across social media. Many fans noted that Jungkook's smile looked different this time. It wasn't a polite smile for the camera, nor was it the formal smile that idols get when interacting in public. It was a smile that appeared completely spontaneously, as if he'd forgotten that thousands of people were watching him. What made the moment even more crazier was Jungkook's own reaction after realizing he'd been caught on camera. Some fans said he looked down in embarrassment with a small laugh, then glanced back at Jimin. And yes, he smiled again. Even ARMY, who usually try to remain calm, gave in completely to the small interaction. Jimin himself seemed very relaxed during the sound check. He joked around with the other members a few times, walking back and forth on stage, occasionally greeting fans. But somehow, whenever Jimin was near Jungkook, the BTS magne's expression immediately softened. Many fans noted that Jungkook's gaze that night was truly filled with comfort. It was as if just looking at Jimin automatically lifted their mood. And of course, the internet exploded. Some armies joked that they even forgot what song BTS was trying out during sound check because they were so focused on Jungkook's constant smile. Others said that Jungkook's chemistry on Las Vegas Day 3 felt different than previous days. More relaxed, more natural, and perhaps because the sound check atmosphere wasn't as formal as the main concert, their little interactions felt much more real. One part that really made fans scream was when Jimin said something that wasn't clearly audible on the fan cam. But then Jungkook immediately burst out laughing, staring at Jimin with a truly unconcealable expression. Even some of the other members were seen smiling at the two of them. Armies immediately began creating hilarious theories on social media. Some said Jimin must be teasing Jungkook. Others said that Jungkook looked like he was really enjoying the company of his favorite person. And as more fan cams emerged from various angles, it became clearer that Jungkook was indeed repeatedly searching for Jimin on stage. Interestingly, this wasn't the first time a moment like this had happened. Longtime BTS fans know that Jungkook often displays his softest expressions when he's around Jimin. But every time a new moment emerges, it still manages to send the fandom into a frenzy like the first time, because their chemistry feels so natural and hard to fake. In Las Vegas, the atmosphere at the BTS concert was incredibly emotional from the very first day. After countless schedules, travel, rehearsals, and the immense pressure of being a global group, the members seemed to truly enjoy their time on stage with ARMY. And perhaps because of that, many small interactions that are usually overlooked became much more apparent during the concert. Some fans who were at the venue even remarked that Jungkook's energy that night was completely different. He seemed more playful, more relaxed, and laughed more often. But whenever the camera caught him with Jimin, his smile became much sweeter. This small detail is what ultimately made many people unable to stop talking about the moment. One fan cam went viral because it captured Jungkook staring at Jimin for a long time, smiling to himself for no apparent reason. And when Jimin finally turned back to him, he immediately burst out laughing as if he'd been caught doing something. That reaction completely sent ARMY into a tailspin. Fans' comments on social media were filled with emotional outcries. Many said they couldn't stand how comfortable Jungkook looked with Jimin. Some even joked that Las Vegas Day 3 should be renamed Jungkook smiling at Jimin for 10 minutes straight. And of course, the fandom immediately got to work editing various compilations of their moments from that night. In no time, edited videos featuring slow motion, emotional background music, and dramatic zooms filled TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube shorts. Even non-fans who saw the videos were wondering why Jungkook's gaze looked so soft. What made this moment most special was its simplicity. There was no over-the-top fan service. No grand gestures deliberately made for the camera. Just one person looking genuinely happy to see another person near him. And precisely because it felt so natural, fans became even more emotional. Many ARMYs also said they preferred BTS's version of the sound check because the members seemed more free to be themselves. They joke around effortlessly, laugh spontaneously, and interact in a way that feels more personal. That's why even small moments like Jungkook smiling at Jimin can feel so big to the fandom. Interestingly, some fans noticed that every time Jimin walked away, Jungkook seemed to automatically follow him with his eyes. That small detail might seem ordinary to others, but for ARMY, who have been following BTS for a long time, such interactions felt immediately special. Las Vegas Day 3 itself ended up being one of the fandom's most talked about concert days of the year. Not only because of BTS's incredible stage performance, but also because of the many sweet moments between the members captured on camera. But of all of them, Jungkook's smile for Jimin clearly went viral. And honestly, it's hard to blame ARMY for being so excited, because even through a phone screen, the warm energy between them was palpable. There was comfort, there was familiarity, there was a mutual understanding that can only come from years of being together. The more fans rewatched the fancam, the more new details they discovered. Some noticed the way Jungkook immediately smiled even before Jimin approached. Some focused on how Jungkook's tone softened when talking to Jimin. And of course, all of that only made the fandom even more uneasy. Some ARMYs even said they tried to watch the sound check to see the entire BTS group, but ended up replaying Jungkook and Jimin's parts over and over again, because every second of their interaction felt like something too sweet to miss. Moments like these also serve as a reminder of why the relationship between the BTS members feels so special to many. After years together, navigating industry pressures, crazy schedules, and the global spotlight, they can still laugh together so genuinely. And seeing Jungkook smile so softly at Jimin made many fans feel both warm and emotional. Las Vegas Day may 3rd be remembered for BTS's incredible concert. But for many ARMYs, that night will also be remembered as the day Jungkook literally couldn't stop smiling when he saw Jimin. And honestly, who could blame him? If you also can't get over Jungkook and Jimin's moment at the Las Vegas Day 3 soundcheck, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Which moment made you scream the most? And what do you think Jimin actually said to make Jungkook smile so sweetly? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest updates, viral moments, and other sweet interactions from BTS and Jungkook only on this channel. See you in the next video, ARMY.